This game is rigged. It's so rigged. Good morning, Poke. How are y'all? Well, I'm not even gonna fuss with that. All right. We still have a minute left in ads, but it's not long enough for me to verify or warrant playing a game. So there is that. Good morning. You cannot see. I don't know if you guys have noticed this changes every day. You can't see this one today. It's supposed to be a little speeder. Oh well, we'll fix it later. By later, I mean tomorrow.
Went to the fridge to get a snack and,
It's me! Jessica!
Jessica!
You're here! Hi, Jess. Hi. So we're gonna hopefully, but probably not, but hopefully you're in there. Finish this mid-century modern build today. It's a lot of bedrooms left to do. Bedrooms can get boring. I'm not going to say that they can't, especially because that's all we have left to do is a bunch of bedrooms and a little landscaping. But after that, my hope, my plan, my goal, finish this build today. Tomorrow come through and make sure all of the builds we've built in Oasis Spring have light switches and ceiling paint and any finishing touches that we may have missed. There's a new plant that we want to put in there or some landscaping that we didn't quite finish. I'm glad that you have your wrist brace. Hopefully it helps. And then on Thursday, we'll start making some families. We have some families made for this save file, but we're going to go through on Thursday and we're going to start making all of the families. And then next week, I'm hoping it'll be up. Hello, Ashanova. How are you? Good morning. I'm good. I'm glad that it came in. So yeah, that's the plan. Friday we're doing some Mass Effect. But yeah. So I was supposed to have a doctor's appointment tomorrow. Apparently. So I have to why I feel like I'm not in the right place right now. I am, but something feels off up here somehow. We are not. Abso-fucking-lutely not. No, thank you. If anybody else notices a Christmas song, come on, please yell. If I don't catch it first, I'm sorry. It is not even Halloween yet. It is far too early in the year to be listening to Christmas music for me. Nice. I have to put up we got a new shower curtain liner. So I got to put that up, but I don't want to. Other than that, I'm good. I just, So, but yeah, I was supposed to go see my rheumatologist tomorrow, and she is leaving the office, but she wasn't supposed to leave until November, so I was like, oh, I'll be able to make this appointment, no big deal. Apparently she's leaving this week, and so they had to reschedule me, but they couldn't get me in to see the new rheumatologist until November 27th. So, fortunately, I'm not having any major issues right now. You're not late. You're not late. There's no such thing as being late here. Okay? It doesn't happen. Fortunately, the medication I'm on is not, I don't need to have any adjustments made. I'm not in a weird spot. It's just frustrating because, you're set up to go to an appointment, and then all of a sudden they're like, hey, by the way, just kidding, you have to wait another month. Man. Oh no. Oh, that's funny. I have bit badges up to a stupid amount of money because I bought a little thing on Etsy, It's crazy how high bit badges go. That's all I'm going to say. I never ever want to see somebody have the highest bit badge ever anywhere. That's ridiculous. It's like a million bits or something. It's fucking insane. Right? I'm not tall. I'm 5'7". I can't say I'm hey, K-Red, how are you? I have tinnitus, so that's should they have been ringing last night? Because they rang a little bit because I have tinnitus, but I wasn't ooh, Yeah, I'm average. My kid is 6 foot. So I can't tell you how many times Mr. Quiv and I are the same height. So when she was living here, we'd be like, hey kid, can you grab that thing for us real quick? Ladle. Right? Just a little bit. But yeah, so there's a lot of asking her to grab shit for us. You know. But today, let me get this back on track today because we're all over the place. It's gonna be one of those days. I did have a coffee. I know, don't come for me. Listen, it is cold outside, and I just wanted a feel good morning. All right, Mother Nature is knocking real hard at my door, both temperature wise and biologically, and I just needed a little pick me up that was delicious. So I got me some coffee. I know, like, I'm always like, I climb on counters in my own house. Not that like my cabinets are like, they're normal sized cabinets, but I can't ever reach the top shelf without like tiptoeing or climbing on the countertop. So like, I can't climb on the countertops right now because we just put those new counters in and they're not 100%, like, there's some places we have to shim, or if I step on them, they will break. I probably shouldn't be climbing on the countertops anyway. We have step stools all over the house. There's one on every floor. I should just use one of those, but you know, it's just easier. It's just easier to climb on the counter. Listen, I'll take credit for that. I'll take credit for a CC rabbit hole. CC rabbit holes are so much fun. Also, PS, by the way, if you're interested in that Steven Studios dance overlay, I did not double check. The one that I linked in chat yesterday, you just gave me a small heart attack. It is not 47, but thank you for the 47 biddies, Vicky. I was like, whoa. You've derailed my entire train of thought. Hey, cutie. It's gone. It's gone. Oh, the Steven Studios. It disappeared. It left. The Steven Studios dance overlay. I did not verify yesterday. I didn't triple check. That is the one I used, but the one I used, it is also not 36. Thank you. I guess we should update the... it wasn't free. So if you have it, I got it from Sims, Mod the Sims. That's the website I got it on. I grabbed the Patreon link because that was the first one that popped up. But where I got it from was Mod the Sims, and it was a free overlay. It was free on Mod the Sims. So I'm gonna just look real quick. I can't remember what it's called. I know it's Steven Studios. No, fuck you. I'll find it later. But if you need it, just message me. Because, you know. Oh, okay. Mr. Quiv and I are arguing. Oh, well, never mind. Thank you. I guess I do have mods that are, like, here and doing things. I forget sometimes. Listen. But yeah, I've got to change something really quickly. If this fucks everything up, blame Mr. Quiv. I don't even remember where it is. Oh, here it is. Yeah. You're doing fantastic. You're doing a great job. I am a pain in the ass to mod for. I'm not gonna lie. The ass are. I love my mods, but like in my head, I'm like, man, I just want to make it easier for them. Like, y'all are here to help me out, and I'm like, how can I make this as easy as possible? Let me just do it for them. It's fine. They're not too bad to put together. Mr. Quib put, you know, I have a dual monitor mount, and listen, you can do that. There's not much that happens over here that needs a mod, right? Like, just the occasional bit and raid, I think. You're fine. But they're not too bad depending on the one you got, K-Rid. I have a dual monitor mount. The hardest part is actually getting the monitor on the mount because they move a little bit, but it took us like 3 or 4 minutes to set it up. You'll be okay. Depending on the one you got. The one we got is like, I'm like looking at it. That's why I keep moving. I'm like trying to find the brand name and I can't. It's fine though. They're not too bad. All right, so let me load into what we're doing today. I went through some of these builds last night and started adding lot traits because like I love ours was from Amazon. It was like $30 or something. I don't know. He bought it. I think it starts with an M. I'm still looking for the name. Yeah, I was talking to Mr. Quiff today, and I was like, because he said we need to upgrade some parts in my computer. And I was like, I know you don't like to do this, but when we get ready to upgrade some of those computer parts, I want a new monitor. I want a new case, right? Like, I want a new tower. Because I don't know if you guys know, but, like, sage green and cream are, like, my favorite color combo, and it makes me really happy. So that's what I want my case to be. And he's like, you're not going to find a green case. Bitch, bet. I hope you're watching right now. I'm going to send you a link. And it's going to have like 50 fucking green towers on there. All right? So, but he was like, oh, we can do that because I guess we're just upgrading the entire computer. We're not just upgrading the couple of pieces I thought I needed. I don't know. I'm telling you, if the day ever comes that Mr. Quiv is no longer available to help me with PC stuff, it's been real, it's been fun, because I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing up here. Like, that's it. That's all we got. Like, I have no fucking clue. So I went through here, as you can see, we added some, like, all of these have the good schools and the fast internet, because this is our HOA. We're not riding, Lynn, but I have a question for you. I'm gonna message you. It's nothing like crazy. Boop-a-doo. I'll message you in Discord later. Actually, I'll just ask you. Are you in Palm's Discord? Because I redeemed the Discord redeem earlier, and the mod said they sent it to me, and they didn't, and I don't want to be like, hey. I messaged them back, and I was like, hey, I didn't get the invite, and they haven't responded, and I don't want to be that person that's like, dear mods, in her chat, and be like, I never got that. So I was just curious if you were in there, and if you knew, like, if you, like, could, I don't know. I just never got the whisper. I'm not mad, like, it happens. I just hope they didn't send it to the wrong person, because I know she has her Discord kind of closed off, too, because people can be weird. People are a little weird. But I did message the mod that said they had sent it to me. And I didn't see a response. And it's been roughly 45 minutes. Again, she's a busy lady. I know her mods are busy little ladies. I'm not mad. I just want to make sure that, like, I didn't do something wrong. It didn't disappear into the ether. I don't know. But yeah, so our HOA, we have good schools and fast internet on all of these lots. And then I made sure to put, like, the university hangout on the bar, the burners and builders. That's I've got to change names. If you guys can think of some, good morning, Nicole. Hello. If you guys want to think of some punny names for these lots, I'm not going to say no, because I will change these names before we upload. But I wanted, like, a university hangout here. I know there's not a university in Oasis Springs, but, like, so? They hang out here. It's the only bar / bowling alley in town. And then this is a teen neighborhood because, you know, it's a thrift store. And then we have our library, but I haven't added anything to these. This one will probably be like romantic aura. Oh my good. It was today. I messaged her at 10:28, and that was about 5 minutes after I think I redeemed it, or 2 minutes after. So it was there. If you don't have time to deal with it now, that's okay. We can do it later. Thank you for that shout out for Nicole, friends. If you're not following Nicole, go follow Nicole. She's currently on a little bit of a streaming hiatus, but that doesn't make her any less of an amazing person. So one day she will be back. I have full faith. And she will stream again. She will do it again. Oh, this one. This is my favorite lot, man. This pool, so good. But this is what we're working on. We're gonna bust out some bedrooms. This is the dilemma I ran into last night, and I should have just been streaming in Discord so somebody could have popped in and I could have just asked. But I didn't because I was hanging out in a bunch of other people's streams last night. I like this. This is what it is. But up here we have these bedrooms, these 3 bedrooms, and they have this wood paneling on the walls. Do we want to keep that? I think I'm going to do the wood paneling here in this hallway. But I don't know that I want it in the holy shit. The bedrooms. My brain is going to kick on. It is going to function today. I don't have that command. I'm not sure what that command. What is faith? But you gotta have. There's not a song. I don't know. Anyway. Yeah. And I also don't know what to do with this space. Because it's just like an entryway, but it is a really big entryway. And part of me is like, throw in like a little fireplace here, right? Raise it up on a little platform, put a little couple chairs, just a little spot to sit, because down here we're going to have a full living room. I think I made the house too big. Good morning, Fresh. Enjoy your lurk. Or I guess good afternoon/evening for you. That would probably be correct. But part of me feels like maybe I should have shrunk this down like 3 tiles this way, but I like the footprint of the house. I just don't know how to utilize the space any better. So, but in the primary, I did a closet here when you walk in, and then the bedroom. It is a large bedroom. I'm going to put some chairs over here. I really want to add a balcony right here, but I like how open the backyard is. You see my issue here? I think I built this house. I should have built it on a larger lot, which sounds crazy because this is a 50 by 50 lot, I'm pretty sure. Oh, it's a 40 by 30. On a 55 by 50, I think that would have been, this house should have gone on this lot. But here we are. It's here now. And this is where it stays. This is not the right color. There we go. There we are. I'm overwhelmed by this build. I don't know if you guys picked that up. I just talked about the build for 15 minutes, but haven't done a single fucking thing to it because it overwhelms me. Let's go down here. I have decision paralysis. I put together this last night. I figured out this family. This family is a photographer. I may not be the best person to ask that to because I like Greek mythology and Roman mythology, but I've never really gotten into it. But I'm sure there are people in here who could answer that question for sure. From what I'm seeing just very quickly, a minimalist cottage might work, but it looks to me more like a cabin in the woods kind of cottage would be better because it says she's the goddess of the hunt, the wilderness, wild animals, nature, vegetation and such. I could be wrong. I don't know, but that's what I'm reading. See, Nicole knows better than me. I would have gone a different way, but that's the beautiful thing about builds. You build it and you do it. You know what I mean? Like that's your build. And if it works, it works. But yeah, I'm just not no, you're good. I just know, speaking of things I know nothing about, but want other people's opinions on. How do we feel if you haven't heard about them changing the zodiac signs? First of all, Pluto is still a planet and I'm still a Capricorn, even though they say I'm no longer a Capricorn. So that's how I feel about that. But yeah, supposedly when they made up these, and I say made up very loosely, I know people have strong beliefs about astrology and I'm not shitting on that. I just don't know. Again, I'm not informed or educated about it enough to like do the thing. But supposedly when they came up with these signs, they missed, they're supposed to be like 13 or something. They added one that starts with an O. But in doing so, that moves me from being a Capricorn, apparently, to being a Sagittarius. And I feel like I have spent the last 137 years of my life being a Capricorn. No, yeah, you can do that. Don't let me influence you. Don't let me influence you. I'm a terrible influence. I think a white and silver or white and gold with like marbling and like, I think that would be really pretty with like some greenery in there, some like the ivy curtains and some of the vines from Jungle Adventure. I think that would be really pretty. And it would still be minimal and it would still be very representative. Yeah, see? It would be very representative of Artemis as a goddess and would still be minimal. I think when you're done with that, I want to see it because it's going to be really good. That's what I think. That's how I feel about it. What am I doing in here? Why did I come in here? Also, I apologize again for this fucking camera. This camera has a mind of its own. I'm not even fussing with it today. Let's be honest. It just is. All right. I've been using like these wallpapers and this wallpaper in here, and I'm not going to stop. We're going to keep using it. I want to use this, but like the baseboard out here is white and are brown, and I kind of want to keep that up. So I think it's this one. No, it's not. And that has stuff on it. Designs. Oh, that's the worst. I'm sorry. That sucks. Hopefully your prescriptions are either very, very similar, i.e. the same, and it doesn't matter, or they're drastically different and you'll be able to tell when you put them in. Mine are very close, but they're just different enough that if I put them in the wrong eyes, I know something is wrong, but I can still see. I don't know if that makes sense. Grown man sitting in a box. That... Listen, YouTube is a weird place, man. Yeah, see, I have an astigmatism as well. I feel like, as an adult, I just don't understand. Why are you getting... I mean, do what you do. Do what you do. Make your money. Just don't exploit anybody. That's all I care about. As long as everybody involved consents and there's no exploitation going on, do what you need to do. You know? I feel like I need more wallpapers. I don't want an all brown room. This house is very brown. It's very brown. I'm not mad at it though. I kind of like it. I kind of dig it. It's the brownest house I've ever built. I like this green, but I think it's too much for the whole room. I don't love that. I'm so stuck. I love the Love Struck wallpaper. This one is my favorite one. I use it a lot. I actually don't think I've used it in this house. Did I? Not this one. I used the green one. I didn't use this one. So I feel like I'm allowed to use it down here, and I'm going to. I can use whatever I want whenever I want. But I feel like that should be there. I'm also going to copy these windows over. Just so, I mean, it is a false sense of light, right? Like, you're looking out at a wall of dirt. It is not the most luxurious thing in the world. But limitations in The Sims, it is what it is, okay? I can't help that. It is not my fault. All right, what else do we need in a bedroom? We have this and this. We have this, so I don't really need a dresser, though I may throw a dresser in here as well. Because I want to put like a little sitting space here. I know the living room is right here, but this is the guest room. So like if you wake up and you don't want to come out here and watch TV, you have a little space to do it in a room, you know? So I might throw a little. I also really like this piece. So I think I'm going to put this in here. I think this will go over here. Yes. Okay. And then we'll do... I could put a little fireplace in here, actually. I might use this one. Nah, we'll just do a TV. We'll just do like this. Because this has everything you need in it. I don't think it comes in... Well, that'll work. That'll do. That'll do. Finding things that are mid-century modern in this game are not hard, but finding things that are mid-century modern in this game that I like is a little hard. I had to use this chair from Journey to Batuu because the picture I had in my head for this chair, that was the closest one I could find, and it's not something I can budge on. I'm sorry. Like, I know that... Oh my god, this fucking camera. I know this is like a mid-century modern-ish style. I just don't love it, you know? I just want it to look appropriate. Well, let's use these. See, this has... Oh, maybe this is the chair I need in here. Hold on. No, I didn't want to. I think I'm gonna use this chair in here. I wanted the orange. Oh, I didn't use it because of that. You son of a bitch. Fine. It's fine. I'm only slightly upset. I don't know how many people would sit in this room, but I feel like not a lot is the answer. I wish there was a green swatch. What do we have for green chairs? That, like, would fit in here nicely. Anything? There's this. I'll place it there. I'm not convinced. I use these in here, so I don't want to repeat them in here. I use them in the living room already. We could maybe get away with something like this, but that's a rocking chair. You know? We also have to decide which of these houses, which of these families own pets. Because some of these families are going to have pets. Like, I don't know anybody in my neighborhood that doesn't have. No, I think all of my neighbors have pets. That's crazy. This is it. That's the chair we're using. That's the chair. It's not one I would typically use, but I like it. There we go. We'll just kind of pop these here. And then they can walk through here still. And then they have a little space to sit and get dressed. Perfect. And then I don't need a green table. I think I'm going to use the table from the Bowling Stuff pack, that little triangular one. A, it has got that mid-century modern vibe, but B, it's small. These are all, in my opinion, very large. I mean, for example, like that is both tall. Okay, fine. Both tall and big. But the one from the Bowling Stuff pack, I feel, is much smaller. And will like tuck in here nicely in between these two chairs. I'm not going to tell you what packs to buy, right? But I do feel like, depending on your style, the Bowling Stuff pack has some nice stuff in it. All right? Believe it or not, I actually like the rug that comes with the pack. That is an unpopular opinion. But there are some really nice swatches. People overlook rugs because of the first swatch. And that's valid. Like, I see this rug all the time and I'm like, abso-fucking-lutely not. But there's some nice swatches in this rug. I just never look at them because when you're first looking, it's not what you want. Look, I think my brain has processed out a Bowling Stuff rug. That's how often I don't use it. Where the fuck even is it? Hello? I actually cannot find it now that I want to use it. That's how it always goes in here. I swear, the game is like, quick, she's looking for this item, hide it. Make it disappear from the list of possibilities. There it is. But look at these. Look, these are some of my favorite swatches of this rug. These here. They're good. I don't need the ones that look like a bowling alley. But these swirly ones and these ones specifically, I actually really like. Oh, there's none in there I want though. Strangerville, also, their rug is really good. It's got some good swatches on it, like this. Oh my gosh, yes. Okay. Yes. Thank y'all. Should we move it back so it's like under the bed? I kind of like it here. I kind of like it right here. You say I'm crazy. 'Cause you don't... What if we do two? Is that too much? Like if we stack them so they look like one? Yeah, that's too much. We'll just do this. I'm not a huge fan of putting my bare feet on bare floor. But we're in Oasis Springs. Yeah. Listen, I would love an elevator in my house. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not even gonna lie. When I used to do home health care, a lot of the families that I worked with had very expensive homes and elevators. And I was always like, That's insane. It's insane, but it's so nice. That's what I'm saying. Like, there is one house. 100%. 100%. I am 100% jealous. I used to work with this one lady, and you would walk in my room, because we would do overnights, right? Like, her specific case was a hospice case, so I would be a week on, a week off. So we had our own like bedroom, but they converted the first floor of this house to like a mini apartment. Specifically, like when she got sick and they knew that she was going to need care from home, because she was sick for a long time. She wasn't on hospice the entire time, but they converted the whole first floor of their house into essentially a live-in apartment for the people that were coming in to help take care of her. And then the second and third floors were their private residency. And you couldn't get to the second floor without the elevator. And you had to have a special passcode to get to it was the craziest shit I've ever seen. And when you looked at this house from the outside, it just looked like a normal fucking house. It was like a row house on the river. And then like, my nose is running and nobody need to see that. But you would like go in and this was one of those houses that was like an optical illusion. From the outside, it looked like a small normal house, and you walked in and it was the biggest fucking house you've ever been in your life. Because like, it was a long, skinny house. It was crazy. She was a nice lady. It was a good family. It was a really good family. She was one of very few patients I worked with that didn't have dementia or Alzheimer's. So, like, there's no nice way to say this or a proper way to say this. It was nice working with somebody who recognized you when you walked in every day. I wouldn't change when I worked with patients who did have Alzheimer's and dementia, because, like, as much of a challenge as it is, they're sometimes some of my favorite people, because, like, everything is new to them. I know, listen, but like they would tell the same story, and they had some great stories. I learned all about this one lady who grew up, her dad owned an apple orchard. Like, she would constantly talk about this apple orchard. It was adorable. But it was also nice to walk in and have the person you're working with be like, oh, hey, how's it going? Nice to see you today. I'm not going to chase you around with a butter knife. Oh, that was good times. I wouldn't do it again, though. Again, not that, it just burnt me out. It's a completely different monster dealing with, like, when you're just dealing with home health care, it can be rough. But when you add in hospice aspects to that, like, I won't go back. I won't, ma'am. Where are you? What do you need? It's Ava. Yeah, it never bothered me at all. You go ahead. We'll just do this, and then we'll do the thing over the thing. I don't know that this is the color it's gonna be, but I don't need to put the curtains over here. I like how I have a blue wall and a green bed, but you know what? I'm not changing it. This is it. This is what they get. They get a green bed because the wood tones match. I really wanted to use this, but I couldn't find a bed frame that matched that I liked. I'm not gonna lie about it. Should we find a different bed? What are you doing? What are you doing under there? So, Mr. Quiv, that's fair. That's fair. Mr. Quiv gave up last night and turned the heat on. Which is why I'm not, like, bundled up today, But he messaged me at like 5:30 or something, and he was like, I can't do it. I'm so cold. I have to turn the heat on. So that's fine. And the thing is, like, tomorrow we'll have to turn it off because it's going to be in the 70s. That's what I want. Give me separate bedding with the beds, because I love this bed frame, but I don't love this bedding. All right? I would like this bed frame with this bedding. This is like my favorite. This is probably hands down genuinely my favorite bed in the entire game. I don't use it often because I feel like it's kind of a niche bed, which sounds weird. But because of the headboard and the curtain, ooh, maybe we do use this. Hold on. That wood tone matches better. And there's that little bit of orange in there for I think they're going to use this one. There's a reason it's my favorite. That would be it. Let's grab a mirror. Do we do corner mirror or do we want to do like just a mirror by the door? Because I do love dropping down a good corner mirror. I just don't have a good corner to put it in, actually. This is the best corner to put it in, and it's not very good. Little mama. Come here. Don't walk away when I turn to pick you up. I know, you said you wanted up here. Come here. There. You did. Ava is also being a distraction today. But she's a really cute distraction, so I can't be mad at it. I know, you're such a baby. You're a little baby. Yeah. You. Yeah. I was talking to Mr. Quibb last night, and he was like, should we give the cats a treat regime? No. They're already fat. They don't need any more help. And if that was redeemed, they'd be in here all the time begging for treats, all right? It's already bad enough that when they hear the crinkle of a bag of any kind, they come running. But what's worse is they know the sound of the exact cabinet opening that their treats are in. I can open every cabinet in my kitchen. They could not care less. The second I open the cabinet with their treats in there are 4 cats at my feet begging. Like... They know that specific cabinet's opening sound, and that to me is the funniest shit ever. Because to me, they all sound the same. But they know which one is the treat cabinet. What are you doing? You just hanging out? You just being a little baby? She would sit here all day. Like, she's very happy right now. Unfortunately, little ma'am, I gotta put you down. I don't. I know. You're real cute. You are a little baby. I don't like when you put your face in my... They really are. They are little evil geniuses. They're menaces to society. Thank you, ma'am. All of my cats are menaces to society. I got them all from kitty jail, except for one. They're all little pound kitties. Let's pick a good... You know which mirror I always want to use, and I can never make it work, is this one. I want to use this mirror so bad, but I feel like the scrolling on the... The scrolling on the bottom and like this, I don't know if it's appropriate for a bedroom. And then people are always like, oh, you shouldn't have a mirror facing your bed. Don't tell me where my mirror should be. Maybe my room doesn't allow my mirror to be anywhere else. My mirror does face my bed. I actually have 2 mirrors that face my bed in my bedroom. One on the wall and one on my vanity. I like it. I think I'm going to use it. I think the frame needs to be that color. Oh, that blue is good, though. Well, shit. I don't have the patience to tool a mirror to the ceiling. That's the reason it has never happened. All right? I don't have the patience to make it work because I absolutely would put this mirror on the ceiling. I'm sorry. I have a screwdriver you can use. It's right there. If I could hand it to you through the screen, I absolutely would. Can I let you guys in on a secret? Yesterday during ad breaks, I went around and was changing all of the light plate and outlet covers in this room. I have to do this one still because this is where my PC is plugged in and I couldn't unplug anything during stream yesterday. But there you go. I never had a mirror that attaches to my dresser. In the sense that like I've had mirrors that should have been attached to the dresser, but we just got the dresser. I don't ever know what happened to the mirror. They just gave us the dresser part of it. So I just want a couple of pictures on the wall here, and then this room is done because again, it's a guest room. It doesn't need to be... Oh, yeah. It doesn't need to be anything crazy. Hey, you know what? That's all right. At least it's, yours. No, you're good. Don't ever apologize for that. Like, I come in here and I overshare all the time. All the time. I give you guys way too much information daily. I would like this. Nope, that's not the one I thought it was. Just kidding. I was gonna put this one in listen, if Nicole's and I conversation in Discord ever got out, there's a lot of oversharing in there, alright? You know those conversations you have with your bestie? You know? We don't ever overshare, Nicole. I don't know what you're talking about. Not us. Not ever. I want these, but I think they're too big. I want it, like, small. Like here and here. Right? I don't blog so much as, like, I'm a listener until I'm having a bad day, and then you know all about my bad day. Like, there's a lot of information in there. Those aren't gonna work. I need something here, though. Should we? Okay, I really have loved using the battens in here. I do blurbs. I like this. I mean, I've used it in here. I used it in the office. I don't want to use it in here again. But it is such an easy way to make your walls not look boring without adding, like, wall art. Again, could I use gallery art for this? I could, but I'm really trying to make it everything in the game. That way it doesn't flag anything as CC, because you know how the game is. Oh, you used gallery art? That's custom content. It's not, but thank you for that. I appreciate it. We just give them the bowling stuff. Is that, oh, it's this right here, my brain went, oh, it's a shirt. No, that's a purse. Oh, actually, it's a bowling ball bag. The wood panels I've used here, I just need to break the wall up a little bit. You know, it needs like that. That's all it needs. But now it looks really dark over here. So what if we grab a couple of these sconces and put them on either side of this TV? Maybe this is where the bed was supposed to be. And then we got to change out this light. Although maybe we don't have to change out the light. Maybe it's kind of nice being moody in here. What does it look like at nighttime? And it's kind of dark. Maybe we do need an overhead light. Just like a little... Maybe this one. Maybe we stick with this. Eco Lifestyle came through in this room. We got it here. Oh, maybe it didn't. I think that's what we're doing. I think that's it. I think this room is done. Maybe we change the color of the curtains. Give me back my daytime. I need my daytime. I don't want the green. We have blue walls, so I don't necessarily want blue curtains. I kind of want that. Like this dusty, rosy, salmon-y color. It doesn't look like that in here. It gives off kind of an orangey vibe in here, which works really well, in my opinion, with our bed and our... Yeah, this room is donezo. So I'm gonna come... I don't know what to put on these shelves. I think I want to... Like, this person is a photographer, obviously. And I feel like they're a fashion photographer. That is one of the adults in this house. So in this house, we'll go over the family real quick so you guys can understand the way the brain works here. This couple here was married, had 2 kids, husband passed away, remarried, is currently pregnant with baby number 3. This is going to be a large age gap in the siblings. Like this kid is probably living at home in college, young adult. This person is a teenager in high school, and they're about to have a newborn. So that's what's going on up here. And then down here, one of the parents is a fashion photographer. That's how they make their money. But the other person is going to be like a model. Like that's how they met, was on a set after her husband had passed away. So the guy she's with now was a photographer on a modeling shoot. That's what it is. I can come up with stories all fucking day long. Don't ask me to play these stories out, though. I can't do it. I just give you guys the jumping off. That's all. So yes, that's my thing in here. I want to put this here and then pull it forward so it looks like it's resting. Like they went to Brightchester, you know? So we're just gonna pull this out in front of these beams and then we'll raise it up. This is Sam Smith. The beautiful thing about Sam Smith is he has a very, very distinguished voice. You know when it's him. The downside is he has a very distinguishable voice, and sometimes you don't want to listen to it. So we'll do like that. I did the dishes last night in my fancy new dishwasher. I told Mr. Quiv last night, because, like, I do a lot of the cleaning in the house. We agreed upon this. I don't want people to be like, ew, traditional roles. When I was working, there were not traditional roles, but now that my job is this, right, and I don't have the capacity to work a traditional job, I do traditional housewife roles, as agreed upon before we did this. All right? Nobody be like, it's fine. But I told him, I said, I don't mind doing the laundry and the dishes and all of this other stuff. Where I draw the line is washing the dishes and also putting the dishes away. So I will load the dishwasher because he doesn't like to touch wet food. Absolutely valid, right? Absolutely valid. A lot of people don't like that. I worked in the food service for so long, it doesn't even faze me at this point. So I was like, I will load the dishwasher. I will leave the dishes in the sink. I will do all of that. Can you please just put them up? That's all. That's all I want you to do. And he's like, oh yeah. He just, as long as he doesn't have to touch wet food, he's good. I can respect that. I just don't even think about it when I do it. He's always like, how can you just reach in there? It's real easy. Hello, Zippy Tazza. How are you? Welcome in officially to the Cutie Club. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Yeah, it doesn't bother me. Just like, throw it away, whatever. I don't even think about it when I do it. I'm just like, yeah, that's right. I'm gonna go through. This is our favorite thing, and that's the most sarcastic thing I've ever said. I'm gonna go through debug because I think we're gonna put some debug stuff on these shelves. I hate going through debug on stream because it takes me forever. Oh my god, this camera is going to drive me insane. All right, so let's grab some stuff. What do we want? I'm gonna grab this out now. Look, see, Nicole, I can find it now. I couldn't find this for the longest time after Growing Together it came out. Nicole was kind enough to upload it to the gallery as a room. So if you're ever looking for this item and you cannot find it, if you go to Nicole's gallery, she does have this uploaded. Just so you know. But I could not find it. Like, I was sitting looking for it with her and could not find it. It didn't exist. It does now. All right, what do we need in here? I think I'm gonna do a robe in here, which could be considered a little odd, but like, dude, they're gonna have to maybe change sometimes. Like, look, they have a whole set here, and I made sure that there was a bathroom, like a full bathroom. There's actually two down here, in case they have clients over. That way, whoever the guest is, or if you're down here, you can use this restroom. You know? No, that's fair. My goal this week, I'm not gonna lie, I got a little behind on my cleaning. I was having a rough few days, right? But so I'm just gonna clean a different room every day. Yesterday we did the living room. Today we're gonna do the dining room. What happens is, and I explained this because Mr. Quill was like, how come you always just clean the kitchen? Because that's where I cook my food, right? So like the kitchen is always clean. But after I get done cleaning the kitchen, I don't necessarily have the energy to do the rest of the house. So he was like, just do the dishes because the kitchen is clean, right? I clean it every other fucking day. He was like, just don't touch the kitchen, just do the dishes and then do a different room. And if the kitchen needs to be wiped down, I will wipe it down this week. And I'm like, all right, you asked. Nicole, 19 months. Oh, the eternity we shall spend together. You're stuck with me for life, Twits. That's for you. You can't see it. These stickers suck for that. I have a whole pack of them to get through. The faster we get through them, you know. No, you're fine. Don't ever apologize. We talked about this yesterday. Don't ever apologize. I currently am not subbed to anybody, not because I don't love them, but because I can't afford to, and that's fine. Don't ever apologize for not being able to sub. It's not mandatory. As a matter of fact, I have actively discouraged it here, but you guys don't listen, so I just have accepted the fact it's going to happen and move on with my day. Like, I'm learning to be gracious. So that's exactly it. Like, I had to, though, because, like, we were ready to do the kitchen financially until we started, and then the kitchen fucked us up financially. So I had to, like, step back, you know. Yeah, so you don't ever feel obligated to spend money on Twitch on anybody. And if they make you feel like you have to, just don't ever watch their shit. It's so weird. It's so weird. Don't get me wrong, right? I appreciate it. The money that I make off of Twitch typically turns around and gets put right back into stream by buying computer upgrades and stuff. Or it goes back to you guys in the form of bits and gift subs. But right now it is going to pay off some credit card bills. That's what it's going to right now. You guys inadvertently have helped me catch up with my kitchen. That's all. And I do appreciate it. But yeah, most of the time it's just me turning around and gifting a bunch of subs and bits to people. Absolutely. I hope they treat you well. I hope you don't run into soggy food. I'm looking for stuff for the shelves. That's why we're in here. I forgot for a second and had to remind myself. And if I had to remind myself, I figured maybe y'all needed to be reminded too, but probably not, right? You knew. You knew why we were here. Holy buckets, Batman. I have discovered the downside to having the septum pierced is I feel like my nose runs a little more. It's also allergy season, so it could be that. But it's also a little harder to, like... There's no graceful way to wipe your nose when your septum is pierced, all right? If you're thinking about getting a septum piercing, I'm not going to discourage you. I love it. I wanted one for years and years, and I finally did it, and I do love it. I just wish it was a little bit easier to wipe my nose. But it's not so difficult that I'm going to take it out. I enjoy it too much, sorry. Should we give them, I'm going to give them this. I feel like that's what they should have. It's a little trophy from the freelance career. I'm going to keep it like that. And see, this might be digging to debug, because I didn't know that was a thing. I was looking, right, like, because I went back through these builds and added lot traits to everything. And I was looking at some of these builds, and I was like, huh. That was a really fucking good idea. Where did that come from? You know, like, you look through your old stuff, and you are always evolving in The Sims as a builder. Like, it's just constantly something that you're doing. You're picking up tips and tricks from other builders and people that you're watching. It just happens whether you want it to or not. And I look back, I was going back through some of these older builds, and I'm like, I don't know why I thought to do it that way. I really like the way it looks, but I was like, where did that idea come from in my brain? Because I don't remember doing it that way. I don't remember being that smart, okay? Hot air balloon. It's a prop. It's a tax write-off, baby. We could do some flowers up here. We'll get there. I want like a little filing cabinet in the corner. I had let me see if I can show you. show you my, oh, is it not going to be here? My inspo image is not here anymore. I found like the best inspo image for a photographer desk last night. They had like a really long table. All of that stuff. It was gorgeous, and now I can't find it. I don't know where it went. I don't know where I looked to find it. But like the table was across this whole wall. This is all stuff I added because I have it kind of sporadically throughout the house. But I didn't want like a long table here. Good morning, Jambit. I hope you have a good day at work. I'm assuming that you're sneaking in and you're gonna lurk, yeah. Something about having to pay attention to the job.
Hello.
Something about having to make sure that you do what you're supposed to do. We've already hung out for a little bit, ma'am. It's Ava again. I know, you are the best little bean, but I'm busy. I'm busy. This table just reminded me, the Life and Death pack that's coming out. I was watching Jeremy something. I'm sorry. But he pointed out, and we didn't notice this, ads are going to start in about 50 seconds. So as soon as I'm done with this, we'll switch over to Gartic. But it looks like in the town square, there's a little market area where like people were like selling coffins and things of that nature. And I'm very, very excited about it. Good morning, Q. I think I said good morning, but if I didn't say good morning, good morning. So I may have to rewatch the trailer and pick up on all of those things that I missed. So, all right, let's throw on some Gartic. Ads are going to start in about 20 seconds. They are about 3 minutes long, but I feel like that's the best time to use the restroom, grab a snack, grab a drink, stretch. That's what I do. I do lunges down my hallway. I'm not even joking. And we will be right back. If you want to play along and you're in ads and you can't hear me right now because you're in ads, that's the link for the current game. Thank you, Vicky. One more, we can do it. It's a floppy. It's a floppy disk. What the hell do you mean it's not a floppy disk? Oh gosh, I was over here paying attention to chat and not... Dang it! I was over here arguing with the game about whether or not that was a floppy disk instead of like trying to help out. Shall we go? Ads are over. Back to the Sims. Oh, welcome back. You know what I haven't done? Save. Normally I save during ad breaks. Because that's how you spell it. That's how I spell it. I'm with you. It's DISC. Oh shit. Vicky getting her fur balls up. Oh, that's pretty. That's nice. Hold on. I feel like, where'd you go? Okay. I feel like this is a thing. If we sized it down, could we make it work in here? Like up against the wall? Maybe. It's a possibility. There's a possibility. Oh, damn. Listen, it's either third time's a charm or three strikes you're out. So the next person to do gamble, you're on your own. There's a chance that you may get nothing. Should we give him an axolotl? No, I don't think you should have an axolotl. No axolotl from you. It just is. I don't... I could give you some Dia de los Muertos stuff, but I don't want... I don't know. I haven't figured out what I'm doing for, like... culturally the background of this family. A lot of my families I have already, like, they are who they are. Like, I've already figured them out. I know the story for this family. I just don't know who they are culturally. And to me, that is also important when decorating. So I'm just trying to stick with general, this is a photographer vibes. Like, what would a photographer have? I think you can have this little basket, but I want the basket up. Like here. Size you down. Don't mind me or the camera. It's just being a little fucky today. Oh yeah. What the hell am I doing? I want two of these. The only downside to using these is like everything wants to snap to the wall and I don't want it to snap to the wall. I would very much like for you to not snap to the wall. Thank you. This has to go upstairs. I'm gonna forget it down here if I don't put it upstairs, so I'm just gonna put it there. Maybe we put this over here as just like a... I gotta put some stuff on it. I know the stuff I'm gonna put on it is from Parenthood. It is debug items. They're fantastic. If you haven't seen them, you will shortly because I'm gonna put them on there. But I also want to make sure... I don't necessarily want to fill the shelves. I don't want the shelves to be full of stuff. But I do want the shelves to have, like, stuff on them. You know? Stuff that makes sense in the office. Maybe these little... I also have never understood why this isn't in the plants category, but it's not, so... that's fine. I'm gonna put him here, I think. Maybe. Let me move this desk. Let me fight with the camera for a minute and move the desk out of my way. And then we'll pop these like here. And I like this one because I don't have to make it smaller. It's just gonna fit there. And that's what I need in my life. I just need something to fit there. But tis. Okay. There we go. I don't want to grab a bunch of like plants from in here. There's not a lot of plants, but I don't want to grab a bunch of them either. I think I'm gonna do that. That's pretty. I also feel like as much as I like this, I would rather it be, hello, Eru, how are you? Maybe like this. But I want the bigger one in the back, like this. There we go. There we go. What else do we need in here? I like, okay, so they have this Tri-Aviary Love Symphony. Ooh, we love that. No, it's not a disappointment. It just needs to be reconfigured. I haven't even seen it, but I guarantee you it is not a disappointment. I promise you, you're looking at it and you've looked at it for too long. That's what I do with all of my builds. And you're like, ooh, this is gross. And if you showed it to somebody, they're gonna be like, this is fantastic. So like, I don't think it's a disappointment. Well, there you go. But I think that this little statue is for... I don't know, Eru. I'm sorry that your bones hurt. I don't know why in my head I thought it is bone hurting season and the spooky, scary skeletons theme went through my brain at the same time, which is why I laughed. It's not funny. Bone pain is the worst. I also have that. But I think it's just the weather for me. I get I have a little bit of the arthritis. Just a touch. That's where my brain went. I'm sorry. My brain turned into a 90s sitcom for a second. All right, we'll put this here and we'll lower it down. You're welcome. That is currently my raid sound for the month. I think that's now level. I'll tell you in a second when the camera decides to agree. Ooh, it's not. We need to go down like 0.01. Ta-da! There we go. Well, thanks. I do think this needs to be a different color. It's a lot of brown going on it. Oh, that's pretty. I've never looked at the swatches for this. Hold on. Please hold. I don't know who worked on the Lovestruck EP, but they did such a fantastic job with little shit like this. All right? Give these people a raise. Give them more money. Look how pretty that is. This one is okay, but I don't know if it's the theme. I do think I'm going to go with that one, though. That's real pretty. Okay. I'm so sorry about the camera. There's nothing, I mean, there is something I could do about it, but it involves, like, actively changing my Sims 4 files, and I'm not comfortable to do that. The idea... I opened up my water bottle and it like, it's just water in there. It's not even carbonated. And it just like exploded. I mean, to be fair, all of the Greek gods and goddesses are related. So there's going to be similarity at some level. At some level, there's going to be similarities between them. We got this new drink mix. It's like half tea, half lemonade. And it's good, but the first couple of drinks, I forget that it's half tea, half lemonade. And the lemonade gets me every time. Like, every time I'm like, oh yeah. I think I'm gonna grab a couple of cameras to put up here with this. You need to like move. Oh, no, that's fine. I said all of the Greek gods and goddesses are like related in some way anyway. So I don't think that there being similarities between them is out of the question. That's all. They're all related. And I'm pretty sure a lot of there's like, I don't want to say 6 degrees of separation, but there's like, this god does like nature and war, and this god does like war and love, and this god does like love and nature. So there's always a little bit of like them sharing responsibilities. So I feel like them sharing aesthetics also makes sense. That's all. That's all. I want to use this, but I want to use the notebook. But I don't necessarily want it to look like it's on a stand. You know, I want it to look like a book of notes, because that's what a notebook is. I don't know if I want to hear this song, if we're being honest. It's not a bad song. But it's that thing about Sam Smith's voice. I don't hate it, but I don't know if I want to hear it right now. Exactly. They're all so uniquely different, but they're all similar in a weird way. There's like this base level, almost like they are all related or something. I don't know. Yeah, like I don't know. Like I said, I used to be very knowledgeable on the gods. I just am not anymore. It's not something I used often enough to retain. But I was one of those kids that was obsessed with Greek mythology, like when I was younger. Until probably from like 5th grade to like 8th or 9th grade. That's all I wanted to read was like Greek mythology and not necessarily like the Percy Jackson books, but like books about the gods and goddesses and like stuff like that. I was gonna say like historical books, but you can't say historical in that sense because I don't know. You guys know what I mean though. It's fine. You get me. See? You're fine. You are A-okay. Yeah, like the traditional, like, exactly. And I don't know, 9th grade, started high school, I don't want to say I was bullied, because I can't say I was bullied in high school, but I was starting a new school with all new people, and, like, I wanted to fit in, and they did not care about Greek mythology. They could not have cared less. So, like, my interests changed, as they do, typically, when you hit high school. Oh, you son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. I just put it back. See? I just liked learning about them because my favorite Disney movie is and always will be Hercules, but I don't like Hercules because of Hercules. I love Hercules because of the Muses. That's it. That's why I watched Hercules so much. There's nothing wrong with being a nerd. The world needs more nerds. You can quote me on that. Nerds, we need more of them. I don't want one that long. I'll do like a mid. A mid. Pop that there. And then maybe this one. I like a little plant stack. Maybe we need to... That was my fault. The camera that time was not to blame. Me putting my fingers on the wrong buttons was to blame for all of that. All right, let's pop this closer over to the wall here. Try not to cut it off on the things. And then we will... That's gonna cut in. But does it like... Yeah, I can't do that. We can put it like here though. Oh, 100. I 100%. My kid is very, very witchy. She has like the altar I'm not sure who she works with. See, I know enough. I know enough that I could get myself in a lot of trouble because I don't know the ins and outs very well. But I do know that my kid is witchy. She has an altar. I don't know who she works with. You know what I mean? Like, I know that kind of stuff. But, like, I don't know. I don't understand it because it's not something I looked into very hard. I think that, like, I don't have any beef with it. I think it's something that, it intrigues me. I would like to learn more about it. But I am afraid that if I start to learn more about it, I'm going to want to do the thing. And as somebody who is an avid collector of hobbies, I don't think that is a hobby, and therefore I should not be collecting it. I feel like if that's something I really want to look into, I really want to, like, understand what it is and not, like, do it because I think it's fun. You know what I mean? That's why I know myself enough to know that it's best for me to let it be. That's all. I'll leave it to the experts. I think these shelves are fine. I don't think I need to add anything else to them other than another camera or two. I think that's the only other thing I'm going to add. So I'm going to go into creative and see. I'm going to get rid of this because I don't think the cameras are in live edit or debug. I think they just exist. So we'll, like, put that there. Maybe we put this, like, up here on this shelf. This is, like, their first camera because it's a shit-tacular camera. Is that really? No, there's another camera. There's this camera, and then there's one from Island Living. Ooh, let's use the mosquito one. But we're going to put the Island Living one. I didn't grab a tripod. I really thought I had. Does it go this way? I never know which way this thing goes. It also needs to come back to, like, here. I do know that. And we will put on... I don't necessarily want to use this one because it only comes in green. We'll just put another mosquito one on here. We'll do this one. There we go. There we go. And we'll put that there. This needs to come. This one needs to come this way. There we go. Alright, this room is done. Because I like the way it looks, and there ain't nothing really you can tell me about it. We got our cameras. We have space. That's the other thing. I always want to make sure there's space for you guys when you guys download these lots, if you download them, to kind of add your own decor, make the Sims your own. So, like, part of me is debating, I want to upload the builds, right? Like, the save file. But I also want to make sure... I think I want to upload them with the families and then without the families. So you guys can have the opportunity just to have the houses if you want to make your own families. Or you also have the families and you can play around and customize them how you like. So, because, like, I have a few families already made enough. But I know, like, some people like that. Some people just want to jump in and play the game, right? Some people like to build their families and build their houses and all of that stuff and then never play the game. I never play the game. I just exist. Hello, thank you. This is what I'm looking for. I think these are going to be a dog family. I'm not a dog family. I'm not like a, ooh, dog. You know what I mean? But I think this family is going to be a dog family. This feels like a dog family to me. I'm going to put this one down here. Now, I always put mine here, right? I can't with this one because I normally use this one and it's smaller. Excuse me. But I see a lot of people put them over here. But in my head, mine always, like, hang off of my shower. Like, they sit right here. I don't know. I have no idea why we're listening to nursery rhymes right now, but I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of a mood. And see, like, I can play the game, but I hate playing the game in my build save files. So we'll just trade. I will give you all of the buildings and you can do all of the gameplay. And then that's perfect. And then we have it figured out. All right, we'll pop that there. I know with the glass, it kind of looks a little funky, but it is what it is. We're not going to use the pad rug as much as I would like to. That actually looks like stone, so. There's this one. I used to use this one all the time, but I feel like that's not the rug I want to use in here. This kind of gives me better vibes. If we size it down and like, that feels like old people bath rug. I don't know that these are old people, by the way. I think they're probably adults, closer to elder than young adult. But like I said, she's gonna be pregnant again, so she's like my age. She's my age, old as shit. All right, she too is 137 years old. This has a brown swatch. But isn't there one from City Living, which I've never understood why the City Living rug is way smaller and so much more expensive. So much more expensive than that little rug that I could size down. But I think we're going to use this fuzzy rug in here. I'm going to use it in this cream color. It's kind of purpley. I'm down. All right, let's use... fuck, the towels. The towels are going to have to go like here. The only thing about this particular shower that I don't like, that I only prefer this shower for, is this towel rack. That's the only reason, in my opinion, this is a slightly better shower. Because with this one, I have to figure out where I'm putting my towels. This one, I don't. It's already there. It's included. Makes my job real easy. Okay, so we're going to go use these. And these brown swatches. And I guess they're going to go over here. It just is what it is. And that's fair, right? Like I building is, and I'm not saying this to sound like, you know, but building isn't for everybody. It's not something a lot of people enjoy, and that's fine. Just because you can doesn't mean you should, right? Again, not to sound shitty. That's not exactly. Just like, this is like how I distress. I come up here and I will zone out for hours at a time and just build. But like gameplay stresses me out. Building does not. And it sounds like for a lot of people, it's the opposite. You have a fantastic lunch, Vicky. A lot of people find gameplay relaxing. I don't know how y'all find gameplay relaxing. I've never wanted to end a Sims life more in my life than when I play this game. But I can build. My only complaint is the fucking camera bouncing all over the place. That's all I'm gonna put in this bathroom. I feel like that's appropriate. Yeah, see, we're very opposite ends of the Simmer spectrum. I will build all fucking day. Oh, maybe we pop this on here. We'll do it in this like gray color. And then first of all, you're supposed to be at lunch. Second of all, please tell me you're joking. The 100 baby challenge literally gives me heartburn thinking about it. Oh my god. I've never been more stressed in my life than when we did the 100 baby challenge. Do we still have to finish? We sure do. We sure do. Am I looking forward to it? Abso-fucking-lutely not. I don't know how y'all do it, man. I try. I have several saves, man. Right? Like, I'm not kicking you out. You can stay. But like, that's not for me. Let's see. On this Twitch channel, we have started a Twitch Legacy, like just a general Legacy family. I actually really love that family, and I really love that house, and we haven't played it for a while because I just don't want them to go away. We have the Career Legacy Challenge. We never made it past A. They're just sitting there. We do have the Scenarios one going. That one is fine. That's it. That's crazy to me. See, I will make a save. I'll build the house. I'll build the sim. I'll play that sim. But as soon as I'm done with that sim for the day, I know I'm never coming back. I just delete the save file, which sounds insane. But it's just how it is with me. I'm like, yep, I'm not coming back. See you never. It's gone. Doesn't exist. We did, what was that one we did? We did a challenge by Sam and Bean where we had to rebuild the house. As soon as we were done with that, that save file was deleted. It's gone. Boop, doesn't exist anymore. I think legacy challenges are fun. But like I said yesterday, I think what it is for me is it's crazy. I get bored with gameplay. I just want to move on and do something else. So I build. Yes, 100 babies is not a short challenge. I really want to do the I'm surrounded by idiots challenge. I think you're the one that introduced me to that. But like, I know. Yeah, see, that's it. I don't want my Sims to die. Could I turn aging off? Yes, but the whole point of a legacy challenge is to have a legacy. And I personally don't feel you can have a legacy when you're still in existence. I think part of having a legacy... Oh, somebody in here is the one who introduced me to the I'm surrounded by idiots challenge. And all it is you make your sim family and you pick one sim, and that is the only sim you're allowed to control each generation. So once that sim ages up and passes on, you pick a different sim, and that's the only sim you're allowed to control for the entirety of their existence. So if they have a family of 6, you don't get to touch the other 5. You only get to play that sim. And like, I've played it personally off, and it is some of the funniest shit happens in those, because like, but that's where I get frustrated, right? Because like, you have a sim who's on fire because they can't cook, but they're not your sim, so your sim can put them out or plead for Grim to keep them, but sometimes they just don't get there in time. And that's fair, Lynn, right? Like, but maybe the I'm surrounded by idiots challenge is the, like, I don't know all of the rules, right? Like, I looked up the rules when somebody linked them. Do I have them, actually? I'm looking. I may not have them. But that's okay. It's really just look up the I'm surrounded by it. The other one I want to do is the, but like, hey, Clary, how are you? Good time of day. Good time of day to you, ma'am. But like, that's the fun of it, right? If you pick the infant, technically you can control the adults through the infant. All of your needs can be met. But like, playing only that infant from the time they're an infant through their lifespan, and watching all of your other Sims, like, the name of the challenge is so fucking true. You are surrounded by fucking idiots. It is fantastic. So if you're looking for something that I thought it was a good time. I thought it was funny. That might be the play. All right. Don't let me tell you how to live, but allow me to introduce you to the I'm surrounded by idiots challenge. I don't want either of those. I just want a nice little shelf. Now, this one is my go-to. I do love the Immaculate, but I'm trying to love other shelves as much. I think it is. I think if you're looking for a fun gameplay challenge, the I'm surrounded by idiots challenge is one you should look at. I stand by that. Now, I know this has a little hangy rack on it. I'm not going to use the little hangy rack on it, but we're going to pretend that, like, there's stuff in here. And then we'll grab some towels. I have given myself hiccups. I would like it to sit mid. You know. Perfect. Because now I can just do this. Is this J-Hood? It sure is. It sure is. There's certain singers that, like, you can only hear their voice once, but every time you hear it, you know it's them. And I think she's one of them. I've never confused her with another singer ever. I think you would. It is chaos incarnate, because there's, like I said, if somebody is dying, good luck. I hope I can plead for you from Grim. Oh, I refuse. I would absolutely Absolutely not. I have upped my household size before, but I currently do not. I think my MC command, my whiskey woohoo, my risky woohoo is at like 6% or something. It's higher than like the usual, but it is not like, but it got me. It got me the other day. I was playing along. I have since deleted the family because it got me that good. And I was playing along, and I did not realize that the lot I was on had the on ley line trait, and my fucking sim got pregnant with triplets. But I didn't check because I was like, oh, they use protection because I use Wonderful Limbs. I was like, oh, she's fine. She was on birth control.
Wait a minute.
And
wait a minute.
And then she was pregnant with triplets, and I didn't know she was, you know, because like if you don't look, like when they get into their second trimester, it tells you, oh, you're pregnant, and I was just like, okay, whatever. And I looked, and I was like, triplets. We're done with this save file. We'll never be back. We will see you never. Bye. Big houses are kind of hard. I'm struggling with that right now. Big houses are kind of hard to do. So I feel you, but don't give up. You can do it. What's up, Arturio Jackson? He'll jump up here momentarily, I'm sure.
Stop! What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?
What are you doing? What are you doing? Crying. Are you coming up here? Oh my goodness, you're sitting so big. You coming up here for a minute? You don't want me, you just want the chair. If you want to sit on the arm of the chair, that's fine. Same. It either ends up, or it ends up way smaller and then way bigger than I need it to, you know. Okay, this bathroom is done. Move on. Don't bite me. Don't bite me. You chose to sit there, bud. Yeah. He's figuring out where he wants to be. In my face is apparently the answer. What are we doing? Couldn't we not be in my mouth? Okay, you good? Is that where you want to chill for a minute? This song reminds me of one of my old friends in the best way possible. We used to listen to it as we were getting ready to go out. And we would like sing it as loudly as possible in the apartment while we danced around. Neither one of us had an ex that either of us cared about, by the way. But this is what we would sing while we were getting ready. Your whole butt is in my way. I can't see chat. I can't talk to people. I don't know what he's doing, man. He's just a baby. He's not really just a baby. He's like 2. But he is the baby in the house, and he knows it. Oh, Isla just came in. That's Isla. What are you doing? I think your goal in life is to make the other cats jealous. I do. Look, she just turned and walked away. Go check on her. He's like, well, let me go see how she's doing. In here, let's do Rising. Maybe I'm still rising. Let's do this one. And keep up, you're falling down. All right, and then I need a little rug. I do use this one a lot. I'll turn it sideways and like tuck it underneath. Because this rug is huge. I also like typically will size it down, but we won't do that today. What is this? A club rug. I want a club rug. We both know we ain't kids no more. I feel like this needs to be here. So what I'm gonna do is get rid of this one, put this one back. I mean, no. I'm ready. Let's see what you look like at half size. Because I want the fringe to show, but I kind of want it to be the same as the width of the shower. That feels right. That feels appropriate. There we go. I've forgiven it all. You set me free. Show my love to your new. I want these over here. I also think these aren't showers. This towel bar is too big. I feel like this is a more appropriate size. This to me feels extraordinarily large. Maybe I'm the only one that feels that way. And that's fine. It's okay to be wrong. If you're ready. I'm gonna use this in here because I really like it and I don't know where else to put it. It's way too big. I know it has a blue towel on there, but there's nothing I can do about it. I mean, there is something I can do about it, but there's nothing I'm going to do about it. That is all. All right, we need some decor on the wall. Something simple, something cute. I don't know what. I unironically love this picture. If I can find a way to make this picture work somewhere in this house, it's going in this house. I know a lot of people don't like this painting. I think it is fantastic. I love it. I need it in real life. And I'm not kidding. I genuinely love it. What if we put like this in here? I wish... maybe we do like that and this in here. I like it. Fantastic. Okay. I think let's do some over the sink lighting. Something simple is fine. There's this. This I hate. I hate that light, but I do like this light. I just don't think it's appropriate for this current build, and that's fine. I like this light. I just wish it was the other way around. Like, I could flip it with tulle, but I think I might use this light outside. You know how people have, like, garden lighting, you know? And, like, it lights their garden up all pretty and shit? I think that's what this is gonna have to be, is, like, somehow we gotta fit this in here to be, like, garden lighting. Other way. But for now, we're just gonna find our... Are my sconces too low? I tried to line them up. That's too high. But they're not in a good space to line up from each other because of where the doors are. And I just don't know if I should just like middle them on the wall instead. You know? That's way too high. Get back in here. I think that looks okay. It's fine. It'll do. Let's grab an actual light for over the top of the thing. This is the one that I go to all the time because this is like what I grew up with in my bathroom. Was like this, but they'd only have the silver. If they had it in like a bronze or a brown fixture, that's what I would use. But they don't, so we won't. But they do have this that we could size down. I love this light. This is also from Bowling Stuff. Bowling Stuff, I don't think Bowling Stuff is a must-have pack by any means. I'm not like, ooh, yeah, if I lost all of my packs, Bowling Stuff is one of the first ones I would get. It would probably be Journey to Batuu. I'm not even joking you. However, Bowling Stuff does have some really nice stuff in there. But Journey to Batuu, for building, don't fucking talk to me. You'll never convince me that it's not worth having as a builder. It really does. The debug is amazing. The build by just not in debug is so good. I'm not going to tell you what to buy or how to live your life, but I am going to tell you, if you've shit on Journey to Batuu as a builder, as a game player, absolutely. If you don't like Star Wars, I get it. But, like, you can't look at some of this stuff and tell me that it's not fantastic. Kiss my ass. Alright, back to this, and this. And then we're gonna go into Parenthood. Where are y'all? Hello? Is Parenthood a game pack? Oh, okay, well, there you go. Okay, this isn't what I wanted. This isn't what I wanted. There they are. These right here. I don't know why I didn't realize that. These things right here are in debug, and they're my favorite things in debug to stick onto not only poster boards like this, but refrigerators. They look fantastic on refrigerators as little like notes. And they do have multiple swatches. So like the only downside is you've got to raise them up, you know? But I think the photographer would have little notes on a note board. What clients are coming in, what the shoot is pertaining to, the styles. As it should be. I think, like, I saw Finchie's shell challenge, her 2-sentence horror story shell challenge. I think that is genuinely a genius idea. I just don't have the imagination to make it work today. Yes, I was lurking in your stream the other day. I was in there. I was just doing a little lurky lurk. Imagine that. Quill was lurking in somebody's stream. Oh my god. That's all I do, y'all. We'll do that. And then maybe one more of these. I love when builds do that, though. When you have it in your head, it's going to be a certain thing, and then the build takes on its own identity and becomes its own thing, and you're like, yeah, I guess this is what we're doing, huh? I guess this is it. Thanks. All right. Oh. Oop. Get on there. Get on there, you. There we go. I don't think any of these are sticking out too far. They're not. All right. So there's that. I know. I don't know what that word even means. I've never lurked a day in my life. Never have I ever. All right. So... Done. Is the bathrooms all done? Done. I think the bathrooms are good. Done. Do we need a rug in the hallway? I don't know. Part of me feels like there should be a rug in the hallway. But another part of me is like, for what? What's the point of having a hallway rug? You know? Because it would need to be something like this. We could do a square one. We could do a hallway runner, but I don't like those. Should the hallway just be carpeted? But then you go into what the rooms that are not carpeted. But like, nah, hardwood it is. Hardwood it is. All right. So this part of the house is done. The kitchen is done. Also, P.S. by the way, I love these lights. I don't know. I just think they look cool. And if you don't like them and you disagree, that's fine. But I had to show you guys. I really like them. Thank you. I thought of that all by myself. Okay, this area is done. We're not doing anything else in here other than... Oh, I wish this came in a lighter color. This is another rug that I think is too big, by the way. It's probably an unpopular opinion, but I think that it needs to be this size, not this size. Okay. Perfect. That's it. I think that's all we're doing. I gotta add kitchen clutter. We gotta do kitchen clutter. I was like, oh, we have to do bedrooms today. I agree. End tables are way too big. That's why we went with this one in here. I have a fire alarm. I was gonna call it an extinguisher. That's not what that is. Let's go through here, pull some stuff. I prefer this one over the one from Parenthood, but they're both good. Paper towels, I did not use. We had the 4 rent cabinets in here, and then I was like, don't like those. So these are the Dream Home Decorator cabinets, but it's both sets of the Dream Home Decorator cabinets. I used both variants, so I didn't have to reuse this piece over here. They do have color swatches that match. They are just a little shorter. You can see like this one is not as deep as this. Like this one is not as deep as this. But I'm okay with that. I will sacrifice depth for aesthetic. That's okay. I'm okay with that. I feel like they would have this in here. And I feel like it would be copper. They would have like the shiny, yeah, like the shiny copper. Although those look really orange. And I know like it's probably the best the game can do for copper. But like, oh, the green is good too. Hold on. But to be fair, all of the appliances in here are also orange because I wanted it to have that mid-century modern feel of like the greens and the browns and the orange. Like the people who live here are really true to it, you know? But if I use this, I then have to move this. Is it worth? Is it worth? I think it is. I don't have to move it much. So we're gonna pull that there and then move everything back. Cause there's like, I want it to look like it's stacked going up next to each other. I'll do that. That's fine. I'm cool with that. These bows are really cute. I've never used these in a build. Maybe one day. Maybe one day we'll use them in a build. What else goes in a kitchen, y'all? Oh, they would have little snacks. Would they have little snacks? I think they'd have little snacks. I'm not a little snacks person. I'm a big snacks person, but I also want to include these somewhere. I think I'm going to include them in here somewhere in the parental units closet. Because I did not include a storage closet anywhere in this build. And that's fine. The storage closet's kind of a waste of space. But like also not. Because I really would like to go back and add like the water heater and everything to all of these builds. But I also don't want to fuck around with all of that in gameplay. There's a functional one and a non-functional one in For Rent. And I was like, oh, maybe we add the non-functional one. But I really don't want to go back and figure out where to add a room to all of these builds to throw in a water heater. It just doesn't sound like a good time to me, you know? If it does sound like a good time to you, though. See, like this one this one is not functional. It's just a mini water heater. Do I want this? I always pull this out because I'm like, ooh, that's fun. I could use that. And I don't think I ever do. I think I've only used it a couple of times. I also want to pull this out. I don't know if I'm going to use it, but I'm going to pull it out. I'm going to grab that just in case. There's nowhere back there to put this. That's just an environment. They have all of the appliances that are functional. So they have rice cooker. This is an ice cream maker. I figured I would rather have an ice cream maker in the desert than a popcorn machine. So that's the decision I made. And then they have their mixer, the coffee maker, the microwave, and the waffle maker. I did go back and add this to the spa though, because I am a firm believer in having multiple woohoo locations on a community lot. Because what's the point if you can't allow a little voyeurism public exhibition in your gameplay? All right, sometimes you just gotta let your Sims exist. Now I don't want to add too much alcohol. I don't want to add too much alcohol in the kitchen because we do have like this full bar area over here. I'm gonna have to go in and grab some nectar bottles. I don't say it all the time. Actually, I say it a lot more than I realize. There's a lot of things I've realized that since I've started streaming, that I say or do that I had no idea I did. It gets pointed out and I'm like, oh. Like when I was playing Fortnite with Sarius, apparently I just go, wee. I take off. Didn't recognize that I did that. They pointed it out and I was like, oh. Made me very self-conscious. Like, oh, gotta stop doing that, thanks. All right, well, apparently this is what we have. I am gonna pop this over here because this is where it would go. I might grab the VIP bucket as well for over there. just because of the ambiance. The ambiance. All right, let's grab. You're gonna go up here, and then over here we're gonna do all of this stuff on this cabinet. Perfect. Do we need the? I want the cookbooks. I can see the cookbooks I want, but no way. As you should. Apollo deserves some over-the-topness. Isn't he the sun god? Should he not be a little extra? I'm just saying. Like I said, I don't have all of my knowledge, but I know I didn't even, it did not register to me that that noise was being emitted from my mouth. Are those cool kitchen? I'm so glad you know what I'm talking about. The little stack of books. Are they in clutter? Yeah. No, you're correct. They were, they are, because I'm going to put them up here. They are cool kitchen. But they're considered clutter. I didn't know they were clutter. I was in here looking at the kitchen stuff. Do you know how often I take caps accidentally? All the time. But these are going to fit over here real nice. With just a slight adjustment to size. Not a lot. I just don't want them to clip into the box, so. I know that Sia is a controversial artist, right? Like, I'm not, but her little vocal fries and flips really do it for me. I do thoroughly enjoy her little vocal fries and flips. And I know that's not for everybody. Some people really fucking hate that shit. But, like, personally, I love it. You gotta remember, I grew up with that kind of... Mr. Quip and I were talking. We were listening to Irish music on the way to Ringfest. I talked about this before. And I was always flabbergasted when a song came on and he would have no idea the words to the song. Like, I'm over here bopping, singing along to these songs because that's what I grew up with. And I was like, how do you not know these songs? How do you not know a single one of these fucking songs other than Whiskey in the Jar because you know the Metallica cover? Like, how is that the only song you know? He was like, I don't know. Maybe I didn't grow up with Appalachian grandma who lived in a cabin with no floor. And this is what y'all listen to. And you know what? That's valid. That is fair. Appalachian people do have a tendency to listen to Irish music. But seeing as how you are from Ohio, you too should know some of these songs. All right? I think if you haven't listened to Irish music in your youth, you should. You should. It's a time. Good, bad, and different. I can't tell you, but it is a time. Oh yeah, my grandma was born in the 30s in Kentucky. She had a dirt floor growing up. Like, my grandma is what you would call very poor when she was younger. There we go. This is it. This is the look. It's the look. We're gonna go with that copper. I'm gonna keep that what it is. Do you come in a different? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let's do that. All right, kitchen. Almost done. I forgot about this. Oh, fuck you. This one could have stayed over here, I think. Because I just kind of want it to sit like that. Should it go the other way? I like when the utensil part overhangs the sink, because that's how it, my house is not like that. The utensil part hangs on the back, so I have to have a drying rack. But if the utensil part hung over the sink and then, you know, it has that little tray underneath it that slopes so all the water goes in, I wouldn't need a little drying mat underneath it. But I do, so here we are. Complaining about very mundane things. All right. Kitchen is done. I really like it, y'all. This kitchen might be one of my favorite kitchens I've ever done. Period. I really like it. I really didn't think when I started this house that I was gonna like how brown it was. But like, I really like this house. It is, hey. This is a hole. Nope, that's not the right color brown. That is, though. This fucking camera. Listen, I'm just trying to see things. Holy shit, it's 1 o'clock, y'all. Ads are gonna start. I said we were gonna do bedrooms today. We have not touched a single fucking bedroom. Other than the very first one. You know. But ads are gonna start in about a minute. If you are subbed, you can play along with Gartic. If you're not subbed, that link at the very top of chat, that gos.gg, will also allow you to play the same round of Gartic we're playing during ads, even though you cannot see my screen because ads will be there. If you just type the words in chat, it'll pop up. You'll get your points if you place. So I'm gonna save. We're gonna save right now. It is. I can't believe it's already 1 o'clock. Today has flown by. Like it is already 1. But yeah, we're gonna throw Gartic up. We'll be right back. welcome back from ads. I think that's everybody. All right, this is what I did while y'all were gone. This is what we did while y'all were gone. I needed to break this wall up a little bit. It was very... I needed stuff, but I didn't want to put a bunch of, like, wall art on there. It would be something. And it's not. So... I'm debating whether or not I want to put a little table under here to give this legs, but I think with it being attached to the wall, it doesn't need legs. I think it's fine. I think this is fine. I think this living room, other than like a table in the middle, is pretty well done. I do like this table. I just think it's too small for this space. Something like this would be good. And this comes in this... Oh, this one does not come in. It comes in this, but that's not what I want. I want like a... This rug was the inspiration for the whole room, just so you know. I don't like this colorway. I thought I would. I think this might be better. I like this one, though. Maybe we go with that. Let me be your ruler. We'll go with that. Now, this obviously is a very mid-century modern table. I love this table. Let's see if it comes in a good swatch. Please. Oh, this might be it. This might work. This might work. This one right here. I just, man, the multiple wood tones. Every fucking builder's nightmare, man. And this is going to have the same wood swatches because they're from the same pack. Maybe not, maybe not. Maybe this is what we go with. It's already in our blood. Alright, and then maybe a little lamp. I think lamp here. Like this, or good. But if you need to tighten it, you should tighten it. I don't know if you need to or not. I'm looking for that light from, not this one, from Growing Together, I think. I do love this light though. I do love it. Is that what I want to use instead? Let me just look at lighting menu. There's this one. I don't want to use it though. This is the one I was thinking of. I think it might be too small. It doesn't have enough weight for how big the room is. So I need a room. This is the other one I was thinking of, but again, I don't think it has enough weight. It needs to be a bigger piece. I do really love this lamp, but again, this is more Art Nouveau than... You know. You might be able... Do you have... I haven't used it. I know... And I hate to, like... I know there are people who use it. I was going to... You know, I'm not going to name drop because I don't want to send you to them if they aren't able to help. But, like... I believe it's NVIDIA. It has like a built-in green screen in their video card and you don't have to buy anything. I need to move my camera down because I slouch. I slouch. And then you guys, you know, just see the top of my dome. I do like this one too. See, this one has enough. This one has enough weight for the room. Because it's big and it just slides in there. I like that one. But I also really do like this tiny living one. I think this tiny living one is also so good. And you can use the bottom shelf as a... This is the one I was thinking of. From... What is this? Crystal Creations. But it doesn't have enough weight. I don't know. Do we want that one or do we want this one? I like both equally, honestly. I think I like the Sloopy one. The Sloopy one is from Decor to the Max. And it really is one of my favorite lamps. I try to use it as often as possible. I'm not going to lie. Maybe we hold on to this one, though. Maybe it can go somewhere. Maybe it goes up here. In the entryway. It could go in the bedrooms. But maybe it goes up here. I'm gonna do a custom fireplace here. I just haven't figured out how to do it yet, which is why it's like that. Do you guys like how we did bedrooms today? I know. Someone like you. Ooh, this may not work. This may not work. Decor to the max doesn't have the colors that we want. Unfortunately, you gotta go, fam. Alright. Give me that light back. Oh no, we're not deleting the light. We're grabbing it back. Page down. It'll go here. It'll go right here. Like so. Right there like that. Some mistakes and memories made. Because we can get some darker swatches. Ooh, this has that orange too. Oh, we're using this. This is the one we're going with. I just wish this wood tone was different. But again, I'm not going to fight it. I'm not fighting it. And then I just want to put a little, like, book. A little stack of books or something right here. Nothing crazy. Not important paper clutter. There's a stack of magazines. Here they are. I was going to say from Moschino, which makes sense because there is a photographer that lives in this house. And we could, like, shove them in there. Make sure nothing is clipping, and it's not. So there's a little side table. Very good. And then on this one, we could do the book nook basket with the plant in it and some books. Because these feel very much like coffee table people, like book table, you know, coffee table book people. We'll get there eventually. This. But we don't have very good coffee table books, in my opinion, in The Sims. We just have like stacks of magazines. There are some beautiful CC coffee table books, but this build is CC free. All right, I think that's it. I think the only other thing we do is we grab these sconces and we shove them in here. There we go. I feel like maybe that's too high. There we go. That's good. And then this is the door you're going to use to go in and out. So we're going to grab curtains. We're going to end up using the curtains from Desert Luxe a lot because we just are. That's just what we're doing. I'm sorry. And then we'll do that. And then we'll grab this in this color. Nope. We'll do that. They are the ones from that pack. The Luxe pack. Not Desert Luxe, the other Luxe, Modern Luxe. Oh my god. This little brain of mine, let me tell you. The one from Desert Luxe are really good too. I just don't use them. I like the sheerness of these. I like how light they are. All right, and we'll grab those for over here too. I'm just gonna put them like this. And then we'll grab this. Because I want to be able to see outside, you know? Hello, Luna. How are you? I think that's it. This dining room, as far as I'm concerned, is good. I might put a little plant over here, and by a little plant, I mean a big old plant to take up some space. You are here, and I'm grateful for it. I appreciate you showing up. That is not a big old plant. It's just not. I love this plant, but it is too small. It is so good though. This from Crystal Creations. I love it. Maybe we can like tuck it in here. Let's tuck it in here. That's a cute little place. That's a cute little place for that plant. I mean, I'm looking for a big Memba Jemba to put right here. I'm good, Lena. How are you? Thanks. I'm so glad you noticed. Sometimes this little brain of mine works. Most of the time, though, It is just movie quotes, song lyrics, and word jumble in there. That's typically what's going on up here. This could work in here, but I also hate that as a person, because how do you keep that clean? Like, plant leaves are easy. You can kind of wipe them off and dust them. What do you do with feathers? Do you just take them outside and shake them? I'm looking for the big old, not this, but maybe this. Hold on. Oh, you're not gonna be able to sit in that seat if I use that. Please hold. I'm just looking for like maybe the big tree from Lovestruck that I know is in here. I know you exist. Could I filter by Lovestruck? Yeah. Am I going to? No. If you've been here long enough, you know that I don't ever do that shit. I might though, because I can't find it. Hello? It's just a tree. It's a big tree. It's not this one. It's tall. Son of a bitch. It's gonna make me filter. I do always find it the hard way. That's just who I am as a person. This is what I was looking for. I like it because it looks like it's lit up. I don't know if it's supposed to be lit up. I don't know if maybe that's just a visual glitch in my game, but I like it. And we're gonna push there. Okay. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. Ooh, is this not what I'm... Ooh. I don't think I want it anymore. This is the only swatch I kind of like, and I don't like it enough to keep it. Well, adios, au revoir. I'll be the same, my friend. I do need a tall something. It can't be short. It does have to be tall. That almost works. We could maybe do a hangy downy. Maybe we do one like this. Maybe this will look better over here, though. Maybe we pop this over here in this corner. I'm going to go through Debug and find the nectar bottles from Horse Ranch and put some of those on these shelves. So that's why they're currently empty. That is just what it is. I will fix... You know what? I'll fix you later. You go ahead and face the corner. That's fine. But, like... Yeah, it needs to be a tall tree. It needs to be something big there. Something substantial that takes up a lot of space, but not this. I wish they would have given this to us separately. I know move objects, blah, 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 blah. I don't like this gap. I want to be able to like squish them together, these two specifically, and then get rid of this and this. And I don't think they gave us these plants. This one, maybe they did. Hold on. Do we have just those? Because this kind of looks like that, but smaller. So I'm going to put that there. If I size you up, maybe that'll work. And then I feel like I've seen that one or something very similar. But I still need like a tall plant. Oh, this is my favorite plant in the game. I love this plant from Jungle Adventure. It's so good. I might put it outside. You just stay over there for a minute. I'll come back to you. I promise. We'll get back to it. No. I do like this little Lovestruck one, but no. This is also one of my favorite plants in the entire game. Hey, Ruby. How are you? Good time of day. I'm going to quit saying good morning to y'all because it's never morning or afternoon when I say that to the person I'm talking to. It is for everybody else. So now it is just good time of day. How are you? You know. That little cactus is cute, but not what I want. This is rough, y'all. I didn't think it'd be so hard to pick out some plants. You know? Thank you for that shout out for Ruby. I do love... See, these are Batu plants as well, and look at them. They're fantastic. You can't tell me that they're not. Just saying. I feel like maybe I can... I want to put this in here. If I size it down, I might be able to. I'm just worried about this chair not being functional. That's like my only... I don't even know if this chair is functional. It should be, because there is the clearance that it says it needs, you know? Thank you for that. I'm terrible at shouting out my own mods. Listen, I'm sorry. So thank you for shouting out Jess. Sorry, I forget to shout my mods out all the time. See, here's the other one that I thought was like similar. That's what I have. But you know what I'm not seeing again is that Love Struck tree. I've just gone through all of this again and I still did not find the Love Struck tree. Because in my head I was like, maybe, oh, there it is. I was like, maybe we do use the Love Struck tree. We'll just use it in like a thing. Why is she calling you an igloo? I'm just curious. You don't have to share. But I feel like there's a reason she's calling you an igloo. And I would like to know the reason. Because knowing the reason will tell me whether or not she's right. I think we're just going to use that. I really don't like... Ooh, hold on. Hold on. We have options. What if we swap out that for a different pot? You know? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, why are we being called an igloo? I would like... That, to me, feels like important information. Could be wrong. It's so typical of me to talk about myself. I'm sorry. I'm just looking for a different container. Ah. Well, I mean, it sounds like she's right, and you are an igloo. Make all the other igloos go brrr. Hello? Hello. There you are. I hate that. Thanks. From the other side. This one? No, not that one. Why are we gifting subs? Why did my sub alerts not go off? My goodness. Well, thank you, Anonymous, for those gift subs. If you got a gift sub and you're just chilling, don't come out of your lurk. Don't let me call you out. But if you would like to say a thank you to the gifter, feel free. So congratulations. It's just Kiki and Hattie Mae. Let me throw some stickers on there for you. We'll just pop those on there. Boop. I'll remember to take them off today too, I promise. I promise. See, the thing about gifting things anonymously is you think I'm not going to yell at you, but you would be wrong because, dear Anon, please keep your wallet in your pants. I do appreciate it, but it is unnecessary. I do appreciate it though. Don't ever let me make you feel unappreciated because you are. Eskimo. What is that from? Eskimo. I don't remember what it's from. I want to use this. Are these debug? Are they broken? That one works. I'll throw another one on. Anon, thank you for that gift sub to Clary. We'll just pop another sticker on that forehead. Sometimes I wish my forehead was bigger because I would have more real estate for stickers, but apparently my forehead is not big enough. What about you? I run out of room too soon. What if okay, hear me out. What if this was our pot without the gold and this brown and this, hey, whoa. First, let's make this a little bigger. That's probably a 1.5. What is a 1.75? What is that? Man, listen, the thing is, sir, I'm busy. You were just up here. Don't tear up my chair. Little baby. He's like, I just pulled the arm off my chair. I don't know if you're going to be able to see all of these like scratches where they have gone and absolutely decimated the arm of my chair. I would say my forehead is bigger, but it's not because my hairline is here. You just can't tell because my roots are clear. Like, I swear I have eyebrows. but you can't tell because they're clear. Same with my eyelashes. So like my forehead I think looks bigger than it is, but one day I'm gonna be sitting here talking about my forehead is massive. Did I do a 1.75? Not at 10. Nope. Holy shnikes. Okay, that is 1.75. What about a 2? All right, if we do a 2 there, and then we scale this down, and then... Hi. You good? He really is determined just to be up here. And then we raise it up. So the no. Listen, I'm gonna let you all in on a little secret. Just a smidge. The intrusive thought, the unmitigated desire to shave off my eyebrows and see if anybody fucking notices is so big. But I'm also terrified of them not growing back, which is the only reason I have not shaved off my eyebrows. Okay? I'm just gonna throw it out there. If you guys ever notice I don't have eyebrows, please point it out, because I did it solely to see if anybody would notice. So there you go. Oh, we're shouting out to the anonymous gifter. Anonymous. But yeah. It's been, please stop biting me. It hurts. I know you don't understand. You just want the attention, but you got sharp little teeth. If we do like that, Mister, it hurts so bad. Pasteurization. That would be my answer, Vicky. Pasteurization. The only thing I don't... Maybe we put this back at a 1. And we bring it back down. Nope. Okay, hold on. I fucked up somewhere. Okay, it's this. This needs to come back down. If I put you at 0? No, okay. No, that's fine. Yeah, enzymes. Science. The answer is science. Not science that I necessarily understand, but science. Like, I want the bottom part of this here, but not necessarily the top part. Yeah, we'll get rid of that. Ooh, science. The answer is always science. When in doubt, science. Ooh, what about this from Horse Ranch? If we, like, make it a barrel. I can't say a barrel is necessarily mid-century modern, you know? I'm not saying that that's what this is. But I am saying the barrel fits my color scheme and would allow me to raise up this tree a little bit, you know? Like, to, like, here. So it looks like that. We'd have to shrink it a little bit so it doesn't poke out the... Maybe we don't have to shrink it so it doesn't poke out the back. You know? Hey, I was like, where'd the tree go? It was just there. It disappeared momentarily. All right, there's that. Is it in there? Is everything is in there. All right. And now the tree is... Oh, the tree's too tall. I am going to size the tree down a smidge so it fits a little better. And now the tree is not too tall. See, people? Science. That's always the answer. Science. I'm going to save. You're fine. No, you're good. Don't ever... If you are ever busy, not feeling well, just having a bad day, and you don't have the energy to come in, don't ever apologize. Ever. Like, we're just little people on a screen here to hang out. Like, take care of yourself first. Also, Exploring your new shampooer is very important. We got a rug cleaner, and I probably clean my rugs once a week for like the first 2 months that I had it. I can't clean my rug with it anymore because my cats are little menaces to society and have tore my rug up, and I need to replace it. But before that, perfect. There you go. See? Now the question becomes, what do we do here? Because this is, oh, we got to put some nectar bottles on there. But this is done, and this is done. But I don't know what to do with this big old gaping hole in the middle of my build. Okay? That's what I don't know what to do. A dance floor doesn't feel appropriate for a residential home. I may have figured it out. Fair. Like, we used to have the litter boxes because we didn't have anywhere to put them. We had them in the living room on the carpet, which is why I was cleaning them so frequently. And then we moved them down to the basement. I don't know why we didn't put them in the basement in the first place, honestly. Okay, so I was thinking, creative. I was thinking, what if we 180 this space and we do one of these, like, these things where there's like a fireplace in between the two rooms? I would have to move this. We'll get back to that. You know, the ones that like do this, and it would separate the living room and the dining room, but you would have, the TV would be here. This would be rock. This rock right here on the inside, on the outside, and then we would flip this room. I think this needs to come this way a touch, and then this way, and then we're gonna ignore that this pokes over. It's like that so the curtain doesn't clip with that. But if we do that and then we 180 this room, we have a little separation. I don't think this will work here anymore, unfortunately, but it also gives me this. See, look at that. I think that might be what we do. I kind of like it. But I also want to make this a fireplace. But I don't think we need another fireplace. We only have one. I do have like 15,000 chimneys though. So technically we could, I have one fireplace in this build. Maybe we make this a fireplace. I think that's what we're going to do. Okay, so how do I want to do that? I don't know how to... Custom fireplaces is not something I've ever done in The Sims. This house is my first attempt at it. But I know that, like, this window would be handy for it. So if we do that on both sides, and then the floor... we do this. And I think in order for smoke to come out the chimney, you have to use a fireplace. But that's okay, because I have one in here. But maybe we grab this one again. We size it down as small as I can. I'm just going to tuck it there. And then we can... I know there is from City Living, there's that basketball that's on fire. There's a couple of like braziers that have fire. But I've seen people do custom fireplaces. I don't know how to do them. That's why this isn't done. We're going to figure it out, even if we have to figure it out off stream. We'll figure out how to do it. We'll put this here. I'm gonna move these these are not curtains, these are windows. I'm gonna move these windows over here as well. I don't think they are lined up. I don't think they match. They sure don't. So we need to pop these over like that. And then we'll do the fireplace. And then I don't have to 180 the room, honestly, because, like... Oh, do we? I didn't end the prediction. I don't even know what the prediction was. So I'm gonna just, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm not looking at the screen. The screen with the prediction is over here. I'm gonna click choose outcome. And I'm not looking. I'm just gonna click that, wherever my mouse is closest to. Apparently the answer is yes. Whatever the prediction was, if you voted yes, okay. Me yelling at a sim before the end of stream. If you answered yes, I was going to do that yesterday. Then you just won some channel points. Congratulations. So, there you go. Congratulations, creative. Did anybody else win any points? And Gryffindor for your points. Okay. Yes, I like this. This is the vibe. We just got to put in fire. We just got to put in fire, you know? Well, it is so close to the end of stream for this one that I will reset bingo tomorrow. Here's my question, because I've never bought extra bingo cards and I always feel bad. If you bought extra bingo cards and I reset the bingo because we had a winner, do you guys lose your extra bingo cards? Because if you do, then I'm going to feel really bad that you guys buy extra bingo cards, and I'm going to request that you never buy extra bingo cards again. I'm just going to set the extra bingo cards to like 1,000 bits. See? We're just going to set the bingo cards to real high. And this is how I deal with big bedrooms. I always turn them into like having a little sitting space. The other thing you can do is add a secondary wall so you can put in those big closets. I have not reset bingo. Well, there you go. I don't... Just got a bingo. Congratulations. I don't even know how you got the bingo. Okay, you have a walk-in closet. Do you have a ensuite? Maybe you could do an ensuite. Boop. Because that's like up here, this bedroom up here is all of this space. And so I have like the toilet area, but I also have the shower and the bathroom and a walk-in closet. And then in here, I'm going to put like a sitting area here. I'm debating a balcony, but I don't know. And then they have like bookcases. This is how I handled my big ass bedroom. This could very easily have been 2, if not 3 bedrooms. This could be a whole New York apartment, you know? But like bump outs like this, so I could add a fireplace, all of that jazz. No, I haven't reset it yet. I'll reset it after stream today or tomorrow. I didn't know anybody had one because, like, I'm not gonna lie. I used to call the bingos off, you know? I used to go in there and do them, and then my mods told me to let them do their job. And I just don't look at it anymore. I'm just like, yeah, I don't know. So, I think the downstairs is pretty well done. I kind of like it. That's what we needed to do. Listen, I really appreciate my mods. I'm not always super vocal about that, but I do really appreciate my mods to the point where I try to make their job as easy as possible, even if that makes my job harder. So, I know, right? Just this bedroom could be a whole New York City apartment. But yeah, I wish these lights came in a darker color, but they kind of pulled orange from this picture. They pulled the orange from the couch. I'm okay with that. I accidentally muted a tab yesterday. Could not figure out why it was muted. It was a Twitch tab. I didn't know that, like, you know, they, honest to God, Luna, they do. I think the downstairs is done. So the thing we were supposed to do today are these bedrooms. And you know what we didn't fucking touch at all today was these bedrooms. So I will be doing that later tonight, you know. So there's that. This is going to be the nursery. Part of me is like, what if, because it's the nursery, we add the door, the bookcase door. But then I have to get rid of this bookcase. We will be doing those. I don't know what a camelback is. I don't mind looking it up. But our next road we're gonna tackle is Willow Creek. And that one area in Willow Creek where like the besties live, Summer and Travis or whatever, those are gonna be a bunch of shotgun style houses. Good. I mean, not the slapping in the face, but like I'm glad she knows that no means no and that she doesn't have to. That's a big thing I think parents need to like reiterate to their kids. Just because an adult says they should or wants them to do something, they don't have to. If they're not comfortable, they don't have to. They like my mods are fantastic. Like I even like yes, Jess and Ruby are new, but like they're also streamers and they are also mods for other people. My mods are fantastic. There's zero complaints. Yeah, like I just like for me, my kid when she was growing up, if she was in a situation she was uncomfortable in, or if she didn't like. If we were like, oh, do you know, like we'd go in for a hug or whatever. If she said bubbles, that was like, because you were in her bubble. If she said bubble at any point in time to any adult, like we knew we needed to be like, hey, you gotta leave her alone. She doesn't want to be fucked with right now. You gotta step back. The back of the house is 2 stories. Okay, I can try that. We can try that. I'm down. I'm down. Yeah, see, that's the thing. Like, a shock is a shock, and that's it. So, like, I'm not one to promote violence, but if my kid was slapped on the bus and didn't get, you know, an ass whooping in until the next day, a day late, I guess, you got what you got. That was the one thing I always told my kid, though. If somebody puts their hands on you, you have every right to put your hands back on them. I don't care who it is. I do not care if Jesus Christ himself came down and put his hands on you. You better whoop his ass, all right? Exactly. Yep. The other thing we taught the kid at a young age is if she was ever in trouble, especially like little, don't yell help, yell fire. Because when you hear somebody under the age of 12 yell fire, you're gonna look to see what's going on. Like immediately. You hear kids yell help or no or something all the time with their parents in a store when they get something, either not getting something and they throw a temper tantrum. But the second a kid yells fire, everybody like turns to see what's happening. Nah, I taught my kid not to hit unless somebody put their hands on. I told her, I said, they got to put their hands on you first. But as soon as that hand makes contact, you have every right at that point to defend yourself as viciously as you feel is necessary. Because if you open that door and you touch my kid, you better be able to walk back through that door, because she has every right to whoop your ass at that point. And that's the thing, like, I don't want anybody getting hurt, right? Like, I don't want my kid to, like, go out of their way to hurt somebody. But if you started it, she can finish it. And that's with me. If we're having a conversation and it gets heated and you get in my face, we'll just be yelling at each other. The second you touch me, I don't care if it's because you're pointing at me and your fingertip grazed my cheek, I'm whooping your ass. Keep your hands to yourself. And if you don't know how, I will teach you. Thank you. That's all. I don't know. We're going to do this. Oh, what I was going to say is, since it's the nursery, should we put the bookcase door? How do we feel about that? If we, like, sneak this little bad boy in here? Oh, it's so little, though. Put it back. Put it back. Put the... Control Z is undo. I was hitting Control V. I don't know what I was pasting. I'm choking on my drink, y'all. I'm sorry. Yay for an ensuite. Exactly. If your kid touched mine first and my kid went at it, teach your kid not to put their hands on anybody. If you had done your job as a parent and taught your kids to keep their hands to themselves, then my kid would have kept their hands to themselves. But, you didn't, And I'm too old to teach your kid that lesson. It's not my kid. All right, in here we need something. I don't know what they're going to be pregnante with. It could be any gender. But, Exactly. My nibblings are the same way. And, it's so funny because, my brother's kids, I love my brother and his kids. Don't get me wrong. I would absolutely catch a case for any of his kids. But I think they're a little scared of me. But to be fair, my kid is also scared of my brother. Our kids are scared of the other, but not in a way that, I think they're just, I don't think, it's not, you know what I mean? It's, not a fear of, oh, no, they're going to be upset. It's, a fear of, if I tell them that this thing happened, I know that the reaction is going to be bigger than I need it to be. So they just don't tell us when things happen. Because, my kid specifically, when she was in middle school and high school, the school knew if they called me, there's gonna be a confrontation between whatever happened and myself. So if somebody was messing with my kid and she got in trouble and they would call me and be like, hey, you need to pick her up, I'm like, is that other parent gonna be there? Because apparently we need to have a conversation about how kids need to respect each other's boundaries. And they hated calling me. They hated calling me because I'd always be like, hey, let's set up a meeting. It's fine. No, it's not. It is not easier. I don't think it matters if your kid is I think it's actually probably a little harder with a special needs kid because you're so used to helping them with things, and as they get older you realize that you need to step back and not help them as often in order for them to grow into the person that they're going to be. But it doesn't matter. Yeah, I don't think it matters. As your kid gets older, they're always going to be your kid. You're always going to see your kid as your kid. I mean, shit, my kid is about to be 22, y'all, in a week. But I'm not going to say I don't see her as an adult, independent, fully grown woman. I do. But when she is in need of something, when she's hurt, when she's scared, whatever it is, she's still always going to be that little 7-8-year-old kid to me, and that's never going to change. She is fully capable of being her own person. But when your kid needs their parent, they're always going to be your baby. That's never going to change. It's never gonna change. Oh, do we use the new Goth Galore baby kit? What was the name of that kit? It was not Goth Galore. Nursery. What is the name of this kit? It's not Goth Galore. Hold on. Storybook Nursery. Yeah, I don't ever have to say anything to my brother and his wife. They are very, very good with their kids. Yes, Storybook Nursery. I will probably always refer to it as the Goth Galore Nursery kit, because if you know, you know. But I'm never concerned about those kids. My brother's kids never. Between him and his wife, they have it covered. If I ever have to step in, or Mr. Quiv, there's a serious issue. My brother's ex-military. I don't think I need to handle any of his battles or his kids' battles. But if they needed me to, I would be there. They tell me little stuff that they wouldn't tell their parents. Oh, somebody was mean to me at school. My older niece had some. She's a very quiet, shy. She's very smart, but she is that little bookworm kid that you see. She's very quiet, very reserved. She has a very small group of friends. And she's kind of an easy target for bullies, and it really makes me mad. So she used to get in the car sometimes when I took her to and from school, and she'd be like, "Oh yeah, so and so said this today." I'm like, "Who's that?" Let me see who that person is. What kind of car do they drive? Let me go write a note real quick. I'll be right back. But like in a way that makes it worse, right? Because they're going to be like, oh, this is going to be more dramatic if I... So like we always kept it quiet, but I've never had to really step in for them. I would. I don't have to. I think this is what I'm going to use. Storybook Nursery it is. Let's look at what we have in the Storybook Nursery kit. Y'all, I'm trying desperately to not go over. We're going to pull out what we need, though. I can't say that my sister-in-law is a wuss. I can't say that she is. She is... If I say she's a crunchy mom, I hope that makes sense to some of you. She is... And that's not me trying to be derogatory in any way. She is very much like a gentle parent. She likes the all-natural approach. She likes, and it works for her. Like, her kids are fantastic kids. I can't criticize her parenting at all, right? Like, I would never criticize another parent's parenting. But she is the softer parent. But my brother makes up for that tenfold when it comes to those kids. He is not fucking around with his kids. So, we'll grab the bassinet and the rocking chair for sure. I don't know about a side table. I'm just pulling shit out now at this point. These are not the colors we're going to use, just so we're all on the same page. We'll put this over the bassinet. Oh, it's so high, though. Fucking medium wall height. I like that slot's there. I gave myself the hiccups, as I do every day. Is this a possum? Did I not catch that before? That is the cutest fucking an opossum. I'm sorry. It's an opossum. That is not a possum. A possum is a different thing. We've gone through this. Diaper changing table for show. We'll grab our blocks. I wasn't outside the boundary lot. What is this? Ooh, a toy box. We'll come clean. We'll grab this. I like how they made the default swatch on all of the nursery stuff black. This is why I call it the Goth Galore Nursery Kit, you know? You can't have one-time things with? Yeah, that makes sense. My youngest nephew was the same way. But that's it, right? Okay. My kids, whether they're my actual kids or not, my kids know. If I show up at the school, that whoever I'm there for is not, they're not in trouble. But the reason I'm there for them is in trouble. Don't fuck with my kids. Do not fuck with my kids. Yeah, this is what we're doing. All right, I'm going to save. We're going to go to... Oh, no. I'm not exiting because I will be back after we're done streaming. We're going to go to just chatting. All right, let's see. That was hi, Tiny. I'll wait. Please hold. Tiny has come in to find the hidden bit alert and cause some chaos today. It was reset. I guess I'll reset it again tonight. My sister-in-law homeschooled for a while. She really liked it. The reason she stopped was the social aspect. It wasn't because the kids weren't doing well or that she didn't enjoy it or they didn't enjoy it. She was concerned that they didn't have enough like friends their age because they were always with themselves. There are groups that she was a part of that like there's other homeschool kids in the area. Make sure you're looking for those groups if you homeschool because they will get together as a group and they will do the field trips. So like 5 or 6 homeschooling parents will get together, we'll go to the zoo or just go to the museum and you'll do it that way. So if that's something you're really interested in, I would honestly suggest looking at stuff like that. So the thing about Tiny, if you guys didn't know, is she's tenacious. She doesn't give up on the things she wants. She comes in, she said hi first this time, at least, I think. I think she said hi first, before she started causing her chaos. But she can't stop, won't stop. I don't know if she's meaning to jump between 20s and 30s, but here we are. I don't know. Oh, you did not. She did not say hi first, but that's okay. Well, while Tiny is continuing to cause her tiny chaos, we're going to see who's on. We're going to go see who we want to hang out with today. If you have a suggestion, I'm all ears. She really is. But she's determined that she's going to find the thing. She is going to find the thing. Let's see who's on. We haven't seen Gigi. Mama Tater's on. We haven't seen her for a while. And she's building today with no CC. So we may go see the Mama Tater. We may go see Mama Tater. There it is. It was 44. It was 44. So. Are we good? Everybody got that out of their system?
One eternity later.
All right, Tiny, thank you for the biddies. It's always unnecessary. Always unnecessary. I would say next time I'm going to make them really high, but then you'll just start at 100. So I will ask Mr. Clip to give me a number. That is how I am streaming on Thursday. I always, the only day this week I may not is Friday because I'm getting my COVID and my flu vaccine. But I'm hoping to make it through stream before they really fuck me up. But I would let you guys know for sure. But yeah, I'll be here Thursday. I will not, the only other day I won't be here this month that I know for sure is the 21st because I'm getting my hair done at like 12:45. So, all right, we are going to go say hi to our friend Mama Tater. Mama Tater is participating in the Great Simish Bake Off with Kev the Builder, as is Tiny and Tech and Creative. Creative, I believe, got eliminated, but we still go and support, right? We still go and show our love. Eru is participating in the Great Simish Bake Off. There's a ton of our friends who are participating in the Great Simish Bake Off. So yes, the 17th, you're correct. We are going to be watching that. If we're bouncing all over the place. So if you want to support your streaming friends in the Great Simish Bake Off, go follow Kev the Builder. There is Kev the Builder's link. If you're not already following Kev and you like gameplay or you like builds, go follow Kev. Kev's builds are hands down like some of the prettiest builds. I think he builds beautifully. I think Barbie the Ninja builds beautifully. I have builders that I look at and I'm like, I will never be that good. Kev is one of those builders. And I'm not saying that to like, I genuinely think Kev is such a talented builder. And he is hosting the Great Simish Bake Off, which is so much fun. It is gameplay. If you know the Great British Bake Off, like that's what he does with our streaming friends. And you don't have to stream to participate. But we do have a lot of friends in stream and friends who stream who are participating. So there is that. The second thing is that Life and Death trailer. The second part of it is dropping on the 17th, which is Thursday. Last time, the first one for regular, for followers is just Raid MSG, and the second one is Sub Raid. So, and then I think Tiny came back from the Redemption House. I don't know if she's still in, but she was in last week. And then Thursday, Life and Death trailer. If it airs before, like they did last week, they aired it at 10, then we'll just watch it when we come in. If they air it during stream, obviously we will pause what we're doing and we'll watch and react then. If it goes longer than I typically stream, we will hang out and talk about it regardless. I don't mind saying a little extra that day. If they air it after stream, we will talk about it Friday. So there it is. We're going to we're going to snooze these ads because we're not doing ads. So I will look into that. I have to redo all of my Mix It Up stuff. All of my stuff. Thank you, Nicole. So if you're coming along for this raid and you are following, that first raid message with the dancing dinosaurs is for you. If you are subbed, the second raid message with the cats is for you. And if for some reason you get left behind because Twitch, you can find us here. Please don't get left behind. And if you do, that's where you'll find us. But yeah, grab your raid messages. Let me go ahead and start that bad boy up. She changed her name a little while ago, and I'm still getting used to the new name. She used to be just Mama Tater and then DC Mama Tater. All right, but that is it today, guys. Tomorrow we'll be hopefully throwing some finishing touches on this build. It depends on how motivated I am after stream today. You know, it just depends. But yes, I love you. Remember to take care of yourself and then take care of everybody else. I love you. I will see you tomorrow. You all have a fantastic rest of your day. And that's it. That's all I got. Goodbye. Don't let me forget to upgrade my see you later message. I'll do that. Just remind me. Goodbye. I love you. Goodbye.